So you beautiful people, these are the patch notes for update 1.07. Are they going to change the way we play Modern Warfare? So guys, we're going to go through the patch notes today so you know exactly what is going on in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We've asked for loads and loads of things since the game has been released just over 2 weeks ago, and there are certain things that have to change, or I'm under the impression that a lot of people will start to become disinterested in the game. So I'm not going to go through all the patch notes because I don't want this video to be running on for hours, but we're going to go through the general portion for general fixes and stuff, because there's been a lot of blue screening going on, and then we're going to go into the meat and potatoes, as I say, for the patch notes, which is the weapons update. So let's start off with the introduction. We are getting 2 new maps. They've added a Krovnik farm, I hope I've pronounced that right, and they've also done Shoot House to multiplayer as well. Now I've been under the impression that Shoot House is more of a traditional close quarters 3-lane map, which is what we've been absolutely screaming out for. I will do more of a separate video on that particular map for you guys at a later date. New playlist and new mode. Hardpoint is now in rotation, and Shoot House is a 24/7 mode, which includes the likes of Team Deathmatch, Domination, Kill Confirm, and Headquarters. All this content, as you need to know, is available across the board: PC, Xbox, PS4, Xbox, PC. Everybody gets it together, which is something that we've been waiting for years now. So that's great. Obviously, I'm not going to get into the old survival mode, but yes, general. Let's get into it. Backend fixes to prevent crashes, improve stability across all platforms, include dev errors and various performance fixes. Fix a few bugs where some streaks and field upgrades were able to be flown out of bounds without penalty. Wow. General out of bound fixes were also added. Fix for a bug where a player being killed by an enemy with a variable scope would not see the zoom function in the kill cam. Fix for Semtex audio warning being heard at the same time, same volume, whether it was in the building or outside the building. I noticed this going on the other day. Semtexes were being thrown everywhere, but they all sounded like they was right next to me, which is causing me to panic and probably you to panic, and then go out in the open and get killed. Because going out in the open in this game, it's no man's land. Forget it. Forget it. In Headquarters, players were able to place tack inserts and respawn where their team owned a point. This has been fixed. Fixed various collision issues across the map. Added UI that shows when XP events are active in playlist menus. Sprint and tactical sprint speeds are now back to speeds in the beta. Yes! They're going the right way. They are going the right way. Fixed a bug for where the progress of the bomb defusal can be seen by teams that planted the bomb. Fixed a bug that revealed players to UAVs when they fired their weapon, even if they had Ghost and a silencer equipped. I did a video about this the other day, so it's good to know that that has actually been fixed and I wasn't losing my mind. It's nice to know that I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Fixed an issue where if multiple personal radars were active on a team and are both marking the same enemy, only one player would see them on their minimap. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? Right then, Riot Shield. Fixed an issue where the throwing life and thermite were causing the shield to go on the players' backs when thrown. We've also fixed the issue where explosive splash damage wasn't working consistently. We'll continue to tune the Riot Shield in future updates. Claymores. Detonating an enemy Claymore with bullets is now non-lethal when at full health. Oh my god. This is just beautiful reading. This is beautiful. You could be a mile away from that Claymore, shoot it, and somehow you're ending up on a kill cam. We've also reduced the trigger and damage radius, and also reduced the damage within width to better match the triggered width. Much better. Battle chatter. Let's see what they've got to talk about here. Remove the ability for enemies to hear when they've been called out by the opposing team. Oh my god, this is getting better. We've also adjusted the enemy callouts so they are never from your operator. Enemy callouts now use a more restricted cone at the hip and even more restricted in the ADS when calculating whether or not to trigger. We'll continue to monitor this and make additional tweaks to the batter chatter in future updates. Just turn it off. That's my opinion, and I know some of you may not agree, but just turn it off. Most of our Call of Duties that we played previous without battle, I much preferred them personally. Mounting. Slight increase to recoil whilst mounting. Perks. EOD now clamps damage to a non-lethal amount, assuming the player is at full health. So there you go. Claymores are now redundant if you're at full health with EOD. Obviously you're going to get hurt, so if someone breathes on you, you're gone. But it's nice to hear that they are really listening. I'm very, very happy with what I'm reading so far, and we haven't even got to the meat and potatoes. Still a bit disappointed that I haven't seen anything really done with Ghost yet, but we'll see what they do in the next update. But I'm not even going to get into it. Continued updates. Yeah, this is about lighting, sorry. To player visibility in dark windows and dark areas. Infinity Ward, you're on the money so far. You're on the money. Footsteps. Ooh, let's read this slowly and carefully. We've increased the occlusion percentage, and that's basically, if you don't know what occlusion means, it's the perception in the eardrum. Now, if you want a very good explanation, go on to sound occlusion on Wikipedia and it will give you a really in-depth explanation. And basically, it seems as if they've compressed the sound so much that it sounds like it's far too close to you, so you can't really work out where someone is. You can kind of tell where they are, but you don't know how far they are. So this is something they need to work on, because a lot of people have been complaining about the sound engine. Even though it's pretty good, there are things that need working on. So we've increased the occlusion percentage to the footstep filter sounds behind geometry and adjusting the footstep volume at distance. So what I've just said there, behind geometry. So behind, people can run behind a wall but still sound like they're right next to you in this game at the moment, which is really confusing at times. And walls in the game are supposed to deaden the sound. So these are the things that they're trying to filter out now. So they're obviously working on it, which is great, but we'll see what's going to happen with it. We have another large footstep change coming in the next update, which will make crouch and ADS movement significantly quieter. Stay tuned. So that's very important there. So challenges, progress and ranks. I know a few challenges that have been done. I've been trying to get this AK-15 for a while now and it's not been registering. So let's see what the fixed for a bug where infiltration challenge was not being tracked properly. Fixed for launchers not giving XP when shooting down kill streaks. Fixed for bugs when planting or defusing 5 bombs in cyber attack or S&D was not tracking properly. Camo challenge for kills after reload did not give the player enough time to acquire a kill, so time has been increased. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit wheezy, guys. I'm not well at the moment at all. Fixed for a bug where your XP required to reach the next rank was higher than the value needed. Right then, you can see it right here, the meat and potatoes of this particular video, because we all want to know what's going on. 725 shotgun, increase to ADS and hip spread, reduction in damage range. How much reduction? I don't know, but it sounded like it's a healthy update already. Now let's just be clear here. I like shotguns, but they need to be utilized for what shotguns were really made for. That very close quarters, powerful impact. You got to be accurate with your shots, but you've got to get somebody real quick on him. Modern Warfare 2, I felt like the shotguns there was pretty crazy in there, but I felt like they was utilized correctly. Let's take Derailed for example. On that game, you had that building in the middle, so everyone's outside in the snow. You got your ARs, you got your snipers. You go into that building where the derailed freight train is. I wasn't driving it, sorry. And you instinctively took out your AA-12 or your Spaz and you're winning, and you did some work. You came back out with your AR. That's how shotguns should work in Call of Duty for me. So I'm glad they're starting to work on that 725, because at the moment it's an absolute sniper rifle. The M4A1, please. Assault rifle, reduced damage range, yes. Range, small recoil increase. Assault rifles increase hip spread to reduce effectiveness up close, less damage at long range for full auto 5.56 rifles. So they're obviously trying to bring the SMGs into contention and in their natural stamping ground, which is, you know, short to medium range. SMGs increase movement speed, increase ADS movement speed, small reduction in sprint out time. This is sounding wonderful. Uzi SMG, increased damage range. MG34 LMG, increase hip spread, damage range reduction, small ADS slowdown. M91 LMG, increase hip spread, small damage range reduction. PKM, increase hip spread, medium damage range reduction. Pistols, increased movement speed, reduce sprint out time, increased damage range. Crouch and prone, no longer adjust recoil. Go on, Infinity Ward, you're doing the magic, man. You're doing the absolute magic. Call of Duty League update. Rule set for CDL competition modes in private match. Cyber attack fix for a bug where players could lose. How's that work? I thought that was me, you know. Could lose their primary weapon. I'm gonna read it how it said, and would be unable to see their view model after being revived by a teammate. Ground war fixed for a bug where players would sometimes unable to pick a spawn location. Fix a bug where attack insert could cause players to spawn on the enemy base. I'm not really going to go into Spec Ops. I did think there'd be more stuff done with the tanks in Ground War, but in terms of the weapon balancing for multiplayer, I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. I think it's quite a sterling effort from the likes of Infinity Ward, the Claymore, the Battle Chatter, the Footsteps, the EOD. All these things are really, really music to my ears. It's not the complete thing. They haven't done it in one go, but they are definitely moving in the correct direction. I'm very, very happy with this update, but I need to know what you think. So let me know down in the comment section. Are you happy with what I've just read on the screen? Once again, guys, I'm really sorry for stuttered and stuff. I'm trying my best not to cough in the video, but I'm sorry. There are many buttons you could hit, but a like and subscribe button. Hope they took your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.